Hinihimay na ng pamahalaan ng mga pulisiya sa pagsasagawa ng panglokal na usapang pang-kapayapaan sa rebelding New People's Army o NPA.
Good day and welcome to Pros and Cons, where we ask the hard questions and you decide which side of the truth you would choose to believe.
President Rodrigo Duterte is restarting peace talks with the communist rebels after terminating dialogues in March 2019. Amid the campaign to stop insurgency, the president is leaving some space to forge a peace pact with the CPP-NPA-NDF. The communist movement's defiance, despite the insurgency losing ground due to Executive Order 70, whether in armed struggle or through its legal fronts, casted doubts on its openness to work for peace. Today, in Pros and Cons, we raise the question: should the government push through with a new round of peace talks with the CPP-NPA-NDF? Can the current administration fully win against insurgency? What should be done to finally realize a lasting peace?
I'm Undersecretary Joel Sy Egco, your moderator for the day. As we continue the fight against the communist insurgency, the government seeks to keep options open for a peaceful resolution. But will another round of negotiations lead everyone to meet halfway and talk peace? Finally peace, no? Hindi na yung puro talk, di ba? Anyway, mga kababayan, ngayong napakaswerte po natin at kasama po natin sa ating programa. Ngayon, sa aking kanan at sa aking kaliwa, ang mga dalawang pinagpipitagang mga gentlemen na sasagot po sa napakaraming tanong natin tungkol dito sa Peace Talks o yung usaping pang-kapayapaan na mainit po ngayon na pinagdedebatihan ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino. So, unahin ko na po dito sa aking kanan, walang iba kundi ang Assistant Secretary po at Chief of Staff, no, at spokesperson ng Office of the Presidential Advisor on the Peace Process. Wala pong iba kundi ang ating idol, si dating general di ba? Tama, sir? General na, mayor pa. Si WIlben Mayor, Assistant Secretary WIlben Mayor po. Sir, welcome to Pros and Cons. This is your first time here.
Yes,
no? Kumusta po kayo ngayon?
Thank you for the invitation and good day. And also to the viewers, good day to everyone.
Alright. Ay, what keeps you busy now? Sa OPAPP pala.
Ako yung Chief of Staff, spokesperson, at the same time Assistant Secretary. And sa OPAPP kasi marami kang mga functions. Maliban doon sa pagiging Chief of Staff, may mga responsibilities na binibigay sa atin.
Mga added, no?
Added
responsibilities.
responsibilities.
Yun yung provision na and other tasks assigned to us.
Perform other tasks as directed. Ganyan palagi.
Ganyan po kami at yun ang pinakamarami. Anyway, mamaya maraming isi-share po sa atin si Usec WIlben Mayor at pakilala ko muna yung ating mga kasama po ngayon, no? Usec, sa aking kaliwa naman, walang iba kundi ang comebacking resource person po ito, guest ng Pros and Cons. Walang iba kundi si Atty. Emil Ong. Siya po ay isang political analyst ngayon. But as a backgrounder, dating member ng Constitutional
Convention.
CON noong 1970. At dati rin po siyang
NFA.
NFA o NPA?
NFA.
NFA. Pero dati siyang aktivista. So basically, yung evolution ng mga usapin pang-kapayapaan, etc. na magbibigay po ng wisdom si Atty. Emil Ong. So, kumusta po ngayon, Kuyang?
Well, good day and thank you for inviting me here. Mabuti po naman sa awa ng Diyos. Thank you very much and I'm very happy to be here again. Paborito kong itong istasyon.
Salamat po. Pero tingin mo ba matutuloy? Before we pause for
Well, I'm an optimistic person and I give a positive rating na matutuloy ito.
Finally. Kaso baka hinihingi naman langit at lupa, hindi maibigay.
Sa palagay ko hindi po. I'm really very optimistic na matutuloy po ito.
Ito na, dahil susuko na sila.
Sa palagay ko. Magkakaunawaan na.
Magkakaunawaan.
Pareho naman tayo mga Pilipino.
Yeah, magmi-meet halfway, sabi nga natin. Anyway, thank you, gentlemen. pansamantala lang po tayong magbe-break, no? And when we return, we'll discuss the option of opening peace talks to fight insurgency. Pwede ba yan? Peace talks to fight insurgency? Let's find out. Pros and cons. We'll be right back.
Even as we reach out to every Filipino child or adult as mandated by the Constitution, still there are those who cannot make it to formal education. And so we are giving them this opportunity. So the poor, the marginalized, the young girl who has to raise a family at the age of 10, or a mother or a baby, to pursue, we give them a chance to pursue education. The young boy who has to help his fisherfolk family or to work in factories, in farms during the day, they must have a chance also to take advantage of our educational facilities. So we give them this chance to learn, to develop their capacities, pursue higher education, and land better jobs.
We're back on pros and cons, and today we're talking about peace talks with the communist movement. No, so let's start the ball rolling and ask this first question kay siguro kay Usec WIlben muna. Kasi we need to apprise our to update our kababayans po. Ano talaga yung status nung kung tuloy na ba yan, kung is it ongoing or medyo nagkakalabuan pa, because as we heard the president said a few weeks back, parang nagsimula, parang merong sort of back channel through kay Secretary Bello and I think it was former Secretary Nani Braganza to begin to jumpstart another round of talks. But insofar as the OPAPP is concerned, ano po ang take po ninyo dito?
Usec Joel, siguro maganda rin na may paliwanag natin sa ating mga kababayan ang mandate ng OPAPP or the Office of the Presidential Advisor on Peace Process. This office is mandated to oversee, integrate, and coordinate the comprehensive process of the government. Marami tayong mga nagawa na dyan. And actually, kung titingnan po natin sa side sa Mindanao, nagkaroon tayo ng Bangsamoro Organic Law, nagkaroon ng BARM because of the simula pa yan noon ng peace process din. Itong mga
OPAPP involved din doon?
Kasama po ang OPAPP po doon. Of course, kasama po ang buong gobyerno doon. But again, ang isa sa mga talagang gumalaw din po doon na yung OPAPP. Meron din po tayo dito sa Negros po yung ABB, RPA ABB na marami po sa kanila, almost 700 po ay bumalik na rin sa atin. And meron din tayo sa Norte, yung mga members ng CPLA. Ang position naman ng gobyerno natin, hindi tayo nagsasara ng pintuan dyan. Laging supportive naman ang ating pamahalaan sa pakikipag-usap sa kabila. At ang layunin naman ng ating pamahalaan, of course, ay kapayapaan. Sino ba naman ang ayaw ng kapayapaan? So, balit may position po ang ating opisina dyan na kung magkaroon man ng resumption of peace talks is yung pakikipag-usap ay doon sa framework ng bounds of the law, sa Constitution at sa will ng mga kababayan natin. We are behind with the decision of the President kung ano man ang sasabihin niya at sinusuportahan natin ang ating Pangulo.
Yung pong let's take this opportunity to explain to, the public, yung kaser na natawag.
Ito yung tinatawag na Comprehensive Agreement on Social and Economic Reforms na sinusulong ng kabila, National Democratic Front of the Philippines, na sundin ng pamahalaan, sundin ng bansa.
Kumbaga ito yung mga list of demands nila na social economic reforms.
Andun yung mga ginawa nilang programa para sa ekonomiya at sa social reforms na parang gustong i-adapt o gawin ng buong bansa, ng pamahalaan. Pero kung susuriin mo yon, if you will examine the provisions of KASER, napakarami po doon at I think the whole document itself is flawed. So unang-una, kung babasahin natin yun at yun ang ibibigay nila, mukhang mali po ang pakikipag-usap. Dapat ang pakikipag-usap ay doon lang tayo sa bounds ng
within
batas.
the bounds of the Constitution na lang,
Constitution ng
sabihin
batas.
natin.
Doon lang po tayo kung ano po ang... Kasi yan po ang boses ng mga tao. Kung ano yung isang batas, ginawa po yan, nagkaroon ng consultation, at meron tayong saligang batas na fundamental law of the land, dapat doon lang tayo nag-iikot.
That's right. Parang ito po ba yung may sinasabi, yung mga different provisions na parang pinagbabawal, hands tied ang AFP dito, yung mga ibang operations or something, tapos yung mga bata, hayaang magtawag dito, mag-organize themselves, young children, no? So, hindi po youth attorney, young, as in
Minor.
children, as in very young children, na parang may provision dito na kaya mag-organize. So, na-alarm yung mga parents dito, marami na-alarm na mga sectors, parang ayaw din nila ito. So, with that, siguro I'll go transfer to you, attorney. So, with that, nandun na yung kaser na yan, tapos pang ilang attempt na itong peace talks na magharap-harap. Do you think, honestly, in all honesty, do you think this time makakaya po?
And I salute the President for initiating again for how many times na ito inaano niya, sinasuggest, and I would really give it a chance, a good chance, na makinig na ngayon. And I think in fairness naman to Joma Seson, parang welcome naman siya na ngayon. No?
Do you think mag-a-agree si Joma?
Positive naman ang kanya ngayon, mga hinihingi. Yun lang ang sinasabi ng Usec. Dapat ang hingiin lang within the framework of the provision of the Constitution, which is the mother of all laws. No?
Yes.
Kailangan, isaalang-alang din yung mga provision ng Constitution, yung saligang batas, respetuhan, no, within the framework of the Constitution. Actually, I myself was a part of the negotiation panel when President Cory took over the government. I was assigned in Region 8 to head the government panel. And we have discussed this with the Communist Party. Ang amin advocacy noon na let's discuss this legally within the framework of the Constitution. Not
always
outside.
within the framework of the Constitution.
Mayroon na tayong Congress, kailangan yung provision ng saligang batas, respetuhan. Kung minsan nagsasabi sila, alam mo, Atty. Ong, ang aming pinaglalaban malalim. Sabi ko, kung anumang kalalim yan, pwede naman natin pag-usapan. Kung mga diver tayo, pwede din naman natin isisid para maabot natin yung kalaliman kung ano yon. I think, alam na nila that we recognize the Communist Party. Join the election.
Correct.
Diba? They can run for president, why not? And let the people decide. Yung sinasabi nila malalim na sila na ang gobyerno, why not? Provided go to the process of the Constitution, submit yourself to the Filipino people in an legitimate election called for the purpose. Mao Zedong succeeded because he was preaching the principle of communism to the people. He was not preaching about overthrowing the government. He did it through the procedure. So why don't you do that? Kasi ngayon, ang nangyayari ngayon...
So Mao Zedong's teaching was not to overthrow government.
On the principle of the Constitution of the Republic of China. Not to overthrow the government through illegal means. Nag-election sila eh. And the people sided with Mao Zedong. Si Chiang Kai-shek naman tumakbo sa Taiwan.
Nagpunta naman siya ng
Because
Taiwan.
he was advocating what is really communism. He was not advocating about terrorism or hold-upping, ng tong, ng kikidnap, ng hold up. Yun ang pangit, no? Sinabi ko sa kanila, respect the procedure in a proper election called for the purpose. Kung gusto niyo mag-take over the government, run for president. Communist Party is recognized as a party, as a legitimate party.
All right. Before we pause for a break, I'd like to ask this question again to Usec Mayor. No, in the context of this, well, up and coming peace talks, if ever, no, kung meron po. No, ano kaya? I'm not sure if you're authorized or an authority to speak about it. Yung effect niya dun sa present campaign natin under EO70, yung National Task Force to End Local Communities Armed Conflict. How do you marry the two?
Ang premise naman nung sa Executive 70 is local peace engagement. Basically kasi, the concept is yung local ang mas nakakaalam ng issues and problems ng mga kanilang constituents. That's the reason why yun ang finocus natin, local peace engagement.
And it's working.
Yes, as of now, it's working. Kasi ang kanila ding sinasabi palagi, sila yung para sa tao, then let the people decide on the legal process that sa ngayon ay institutionalized na. Number one is, una-una dyan is denounce nila armed struggle. Kasi nakakasira
Yun naman ang purpose natin eh. And local communist armed conflict. Kasi ayaw natin ng armed conflict.
Ayaw natin ng away. Mas maganda yung
nag-uusap lang.
peaceful procedure.
Anyway, pagbalik po natin, tanong ko kay Atty. Emil yung kanyang pananaw dito. Kasi tulad po niyan, merong mga localized peace talks and they are effective. No? So, ang tatanong ko sa inyo mamaya, I hope you can answer this, is nakokontrol pa kaya ng mga nasa taas ng CPP-NPA-NDF, yung mga local nila? Well, just your opinion on that. So, let's take a short break muna po. When we return, Atty. Emil Ong will answer that question, and then, before that, we're going to check out what social media thinks of today's topic. I'm sure maraming mga opinion po dito, so don't go away.
First thing that you should do if there is a crisis of whatever, typhoon, it could be earthquake, it could be alam mo, ang dapat gawin mo is to get back to normalcy immediately.
You're still watching Pros and Cons. Now let's look at what netizens are saying about holding peace talks with the local communists, no, and the government. Meron tayong hanging question kanina, pero before that, basahin ko muna to. And this is very interesting. Should the government push through with the new round of peace talks with the CPP-NPA-NDF? Tagalog, dapat bang ipagpatuloy ng gobyerno ang isa na namang usapang pang-kapayapaan kasama ang CPP-NPA-NDF? At surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, siguro, alam mo, Atty. Emil, ito po, out of thousands upon thousands na bumoto, 5% pong umagri na oo. And 95% of those who voted, ayaw nila. And let me read a couple of comments from our followers. No? Unahin na natin yung sa dinami-dami ng hinanap ko kanina na, yes, ito yung nag-iisang nakita ko po. Sabi niya, si Cromwell Taladua Ortega. Sabi ni Cromwell, yes, payag siya. Pero, ang kondisyon, isuko nila mga baril at itigil ang armadong paikibakan nila or else, no. So, again, this is, the guy is talking about armed conflict, no? So, ito namang isa, one of the so many opinion na against, no? Ito na binasa ko kasi siya yung nakalagay na top fan eh. Si Genesis Centeno. Ang sabi ni Genesis, hindi naman legit ang pinaglalaban niyang mga yan. Sila ay nagtatago lang sa pangalan bilang komunista pero sa totoo sila ay mga terorista. Tulisan na tumatanggap ng bayad sa mga politiko at oligarch para gawin ang di kayang daanin sa politika. Ubusin sila dahil sobra na ang pagmamalabi sa mga kababayan natin sa baryo na gusto lang ay mabuhay ng marangal at tahimik. Gentlemen, hindi ko po, mga kababayan, hindi po ako ay nagsalita. Yan po ay open, again, open poll, open question, open po sa social media, yung mga opinion ng mga kababayan natin. And it seems there's a deluge of negative opinion, no? Opinion against the, how do you explain that, Atty. Emil, before I go to the hanging question?
Well, I can understand their reaction. Immediately, I can understand that. Even in my own province, majority is expressing on that tenor, no? Pero ang sa akin naman, kapwat natin mga Pilipino yon, no? Bakit hindi natin bigyan pa rin ng isang pagkakataon through a peaceful negotiation? Since no less than our President himself initiated this peace talk again. Kasi ang akin, maybe kung ilang beses hindi nag-succeed, maybe this time it might succeed. Dahil may kasabihan, sometimes yung opinion ng minority na ayaw nila could be wrong. I am glad na 5% is in favor, is still mayroon minority.
At least hindi one.
Na dapat din intindihin natin yung kanilang rason why they are in favor. Because sometimes the minority is the one that is correct. We have to consider also that it's not always the majority that is
That's
right.
correct. I agree with you. But isang napansin ko po dito, this already, it goes beyond, baka sabihin kasi ng mga critics natin, no, ng gobyerno, na dahil kay Presidente, sumusunod kay Presidente, ang mga sumusunod kay Presidente, mga bobotards, mga ganyan. Pero this time, tingnan 95% ang ayaw. Although the President, it doesn't mean naman na sinusuway nila sa Presidente. Kumbaga, ang personal reading ko dito, sa issue na to, may sariling decision talaga yung mga kababayan natin. Pag ang pinag-usapan ay peace talks, parang nagsawa na po sila after 50 years or 51 years, no? What can you say about it, General? Dali ng trabaho nyo dito. 5% lang may gusto.
Siguro yan na rin nga ang, yun ang evidence or manifestation na ang mga tao natin ay sawa na rin sa mga pangyayari noon pa. It has been for how many years na
51.
the same. Ang ating pamahalaan ay seryoso, sincere sa pakikipag-usap, pero yung kabila, hindi niya pinapalit ito ng maayos din. Walang principle of reciprocity. This is simple. Latest na nangyari ngayon na nagkaroon ng holiday truce. But despite of the truce between the government and yung sa kanila is may inambush sila doon sa Iloilo and Camarines.
Hours after niya, hours after.
Can you just imagine na merong ganong pakikipag-usap ka at ngayon may nangyaring ambush doon, pinatay mo yung mga sundalo. So anong klaseng pakikipag-usap o sinceridad?
Is that a sign of bad faith on their part or is that a sign, katulad yung hanging question ko kanina, kay Attorney Emil, na baka hindi na sila kontrolado nung kinakausap natin sa taas.
Yun ang isasagot. Yun ang isasagot ko, Usec.
Pasa natin yung tanong
na
kay
yung
Attorney.
nag-violate ng
Hindi sumunod sa taas.
case, maybe they are not part of the real NPA's group. Kasi marami ng grupo sila eh.
Okay.
Yun ang
Is
isasagot
the
ko.
NPA a divided organization? Is that what you're
To
saying?
give them the benefit of the doubt na nung nag-violate, I would suspect na they are not part of the real Communist Party. Marahil, yun yung mga, ano ba yun? Yung mga ex-convict na nakatakas sa munting lupa, nag-organize, baka ganun yun.
Parang sabotahe?
Oo.
Pero parang may inamin parang they admitted. In fact, di ba parang may statement sila dyan na sila talaga ang gumawa?
Kasi mayroon din mga nangyayari sa amin na because of the slow pace of justice, yung justice delayed, yung mga Communist Party, mayroon din silang binabaril ng mga kriminal na ina-appreciate ng tao na tama yung ginawa nila dahil yung judge corrupt. So mayroon din silang mga ginagawa na tumatama.
But
din.
these are issues-
Pero I agree na karamihan mga nag-aabuso, mga hold-upper, mga nang-hostage, mga nanghihingi ng tong. I fully agree on that, na maraming ganyan doon.
Again, the question is, tingin niyo po, kontrolado pa sila na pinapakinggan pa ba ng mga nasa local na NPA fronts yung mga nasa
That's a good question.
Netherlands?
On my own honest opinion, sa palagay ko hindi na nila nakokontrol.
Bakit po?
Hindi na. Because, especially Joma, he is outside of the country. How can he control when he is outside there? No? Katapos, mayroon dyan ibang grupo na ang kanilang nanirespetuhan iba kaysa dito naman sa region. Sa Bicol region, iba yung kanilang commander. Sa Region 8, iba ang kanilang commander. Kung minsan hindi nagkakatugma during election time, mayroong nagbabawal na wag manghingi.
Kaya ang next question dyan, kung di na nakikinig doon sa taas, siguro tama nga yung localized talaga. That's why it has become so effective. However, gentlemen, talagang medyo kapos po tayo sa oras. But don't worry because we're having part 2 of this discussion. No? Mas marami tayong pag-uusapan kasi kahit ako bitin na bitin eh. No? Kulang talaga yung 30 minutes po dito sa ating discussion. We'll be back next week, no, for another episode on this. So, there you have it, folks. Straight from the shoulder and right on the money. Thank you, Usec WIlben Mayor of OPAPP and Atty. Emil Ong, a political analyst, and re-respeto po natin. We really appreciate your being here on the show, and we're going to have you back here
Salamat
next week.
po. Thank you very much for this opportunity that you have given us to say something.
Don't forget to tune in next week for part 2, no, of this very interesting topic. For your comments, suggestions, and questions, visit our Facebook page and the PNA website. You may be for or against. You may agree or disagree. But in the end, we are all Filipinos working towards the same goals. Will you choose what's right? Or will you stay on your side of the truth? Once again, this is Philippine News Agency Supervising Undersecretary Joel Sy Egco. Thank you, and see you again next week for this episode, no? More discussions about the peace talks, and then pros and cons will be back.